Hello everyone, and warm welcome back to my channel. So today is LAPEEWA things. It is face the world things, Konkonte on the menu. And I'm saying today I have 3 different ways you can make your Konkonte. The easiest and convenient is using the microwave. Okay. One Konkonte yasana ekoya ewurade. Ade baby. Charlie, let me introduce you. Let me just say, idea we in temtem na me de me hokra ehia me. I'm also saying, let's get into the video. So for the first method, which is the microwave, okay. So I have my cassava flour, okay. This I brought from Ghana, yeah, and I sieved it. I sieved it before, I started using it. So I scooped 1 cup into my bowl and then added some water and mixed it, okay. So with the Konkonte, the consistency, okay, the thickness you want your Konkonte, that is how much water you add in or how much flour you add in. I want mine light. I don't want it to be so heavy. So I want mine light. So I make sure the mixture is light. I popped it in the microwave for 6 minutes, okay? 6 minutes. And I brought it out to drive it a bit, okay? And then I popped it in again for another 3 minutes. So in total, it took me 9 minutes to cook this, right? But then if I make the mixture thick, it means that it has to stay in for longer, okay? So yeah, I pop it back into the microwave. And yes, 3 minutes and then it's out and our Konkonte is ready, okay? I'll mix everything together and then I scoop it and I'll bag it like the way we bag our bankun, or I'll parcel it, or I'll wrap it like the way we wrap our bankun, and it stays nice, soft, and not warm. I bet you, but yeah, warm in the interim. But later on, it will cool down. Okay. So as I said, I'm using the cassava flour I brought from Ghana, but you can use the one they have in the shops if you're in the diaspora. Any cassava flour would be the same. When I was making this Konkonte, my husband was like, Samira, Konkonte we dey black. Charlie, long time ago, a Konkonte used to be very dark, but now it's not like that anymore. I don't know. My sister-in-law said and say, film, okay. So I wrapped it and then I will set it aside. Okay. So that is our microwave Konkonte done. Okay. Simples. Fe. Okay, so the next method is the original method, the way we used to, or the way we make Konkonte, right? So you get some water boiling, then you scoop some of the water, hot water, put it on the side, and then you add your cassava flour, okay? So you add, you keep stirring as you add, One beautiful thing about making Konkonte is it's just very easy to do. It's the same concept as tuwo, okay? It's the same concept, just that this one you don't make the porridge, or the same concept as akmele, because this one there's no porridge, it's just water. Right. So once you mix it, you can, I could have added more flour. You can add more flour at this point. But as I mentioned earlier, I like my Konkonte light. I don't like it to be too thick, and Konkonte is already starchy. Okay. So, yeah. So here, as I stirred, I realized that it was too light. So I added, some more flour. Okay. So you can actually do what you want. If you want it thick, if you want it light, okay. So I'll give it a stir. Make sure it's like Konkonte it's very fast paced. Okay. Right. So you mix it, and then once it's all incorporated, what I would do, or what we normally do, is to add some water. So the water that you scoop, the hot water that you scoop, you pour it on, you cover it, and then you allow it to boil or simmer. When the water boils around the konkonte, you come back and then you mix it. And at this point, you have to maximize every konkonte. So you see me scraping the bankuta and the size of the, saucepan. All this so that, I don't lose a lot of konkonte, to the saucepan. Just say, konkonte is guy of food, so Tisamrianka, Ulusubi and cost of living crisis has gone up. Okay, so yeah, once it boils, you come back to stir it, and that will be it. Just say heat a comb to container bean. It's only a cassava flour and chene bean. And here we're going to scoop just as we scoop the microwave one. It's the same thing, right? Okay, so once this is done, we move on. I'm going to move on to making the third one, which is my favorite one to make. Okay, it's just the same way as the microwave one, but just that you make it in a saucepan on a stove, just like we did this one, and it's the easiest. You don't have to worry about anything. So here we are, third method. I have my saucepan. I've put some water in, and then I'm adding my flour. Okay, so the last batch of the flour, I'm adding it, and then I'll give it a stir. It wasn't the last batch. I thought it was the last batch. I'm sure I brought some from Corner be somewhere. You mix everything, and once everything is mixed nicely, okay, so here as I'm mixing, I'm seeing that the consistency is very light, so I just added some to thicken it up a bit. I don't know how. Okay, measurements. I'll give measurements so that you know. Okay, right. So yeah, I set it on fire, then you stir it as if you are making banku. Simple. You stir it, it becomes firm, then you start to drive. So I drive in the crowd. Say a penny bro for Papa. I'll drive it there. I say, so it's literal translation. It means we'll drive it. There should be a proper way. One can't tell me I'm more bro for it. Okay. So yeah, you keep stirring and it just comes together. Again, you just add some water. You cover it. You let it sit, boil so that it cooks through, and your konkonte is done. Okay. LAPEEWA, face the wall. Charlie, when I was growing up, I didn't like Konkonte. Do you know why? Because they said it's called face the wall. I didn't think they face the wall because it's embarrassing to eat. So they face the wall to eat the Konkonte, because Konkonte they would I say here too much. So I'll never go for Konkonte. Why would I? But as you grow up, you realize that Charlie. I am some food. Face the wall face the wall and so yeah, that is it done. And yeah, the same way, I bagged them as I bagged the other ones. And, Konkonte has been demystified. People don't like to make Konkonte because it's sort of like a Jumading. But then here it is, very simple. You cannot even know the difference. Just which is which. As I said, my favorite to make, the texture and everything is the same. But my favorite to make, right, is the third one. Right, the one you mix everything together. Just, I would say the same as the microwave, right? Okay, so served it with some some peanut butter soup or granola soup, and then topped it up with some okrobi. So, and then Charlie, and I don't know. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I really do appreciate all of you. Please don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe, and then I will see you in the very next one. Bye.